So welcome once again in this Hall of Fame interview series, and this time we have very interesting personality, Dr. Sushma Ravi from Ambikapur, Chhattisgarh. Ambikapur is a small town place in Chhattisgarh. Dr. Sushma Ravi has been able to achieve in that place is very commendable, and she has developed, and she with her husband actually built a 75-bedded hospital, especially a hospital, and where she is a gynecologist and IVF specialist. Husband is a general surgeon, and they both are running this fabulous hospital in Ambikapur, Mahavir Hospital in Ambikapur.
And she is also one of our earliest members.
Very early. Yes.
One of your lucky members.
Yes, a fast action taker actually. So once again, I just want to welcome you and thank you so much for giving us time. And and we want to welcome everybody who is watching this interview. Get a lot of inspiration, a lot of questions you can ask below this video as well. And her journey has been fantastic. Okay, so we'll discuss more about the journey. It's very inspirational, and we want every bit of learning which you and sir has gone through to all the audience and viewers.
First question I'll ask is, how were you 2 years back and how are you now?
It's like very drastic difference between what I was 2 years back and what I am now. Means I would just like to tell something how I started all these things.
Yes.
Actually, we were already running our small setup that was like 10 bedded. It was at someplace else. And from the very beginning, we were in government setup and we were just not satisfied with all the system and everything, whatever norms, because it is a small areas and facilities are also not that much in the government setup. So me and my husband both were not satisfied with working patterns and procedures, protocols. So we just wanted to follow our normal protocols, whatever we have learned during our learning period in our 10 years. We have done our graduation, post-graduation from nice colleges. And we thought that if we are having some good knowledges, then why to waste it in some place where we are not able to implement our whatever knowledge we are having. So we thought we were not that much financially independent that time. So we thought at least small setup we will start, at least we will do our procedures, whatever I need to do, whatever he needs to do, at least we will do according to our pattern. We will not be dependent on somewhere else, somebody else also. So our setup, initial setup was very small. I was just able to perform my procedures, minor procedures, major operations. My husband was laparoscopic surgeon. Generally, gradually, we just started our scope. Means we just started our little expansion in that setup. We started laparoscopic surgeries. We saw that we were getting a good response there from the patients and everything. And we were very happy with management there. But initially, we were always in the process of expansion there also. But there we started facing the difficulties because space is always a limitation. Means number of beds we couldn't expand. And just restricted our potential. We felt that way.
You hit a ceiling there again.
Yeah.
So I think first learning for people is you got that trigger of entrepreneurship because you felt that your potential is not being utilized.
Yeah. It was very important because it was a real fact. Because I thought I have done my post-graduation from Delhi. I have learned so much from Harding because I chose this place because it was my birthplace. I was comfortable in this environment. I chose, it's not that I have chose a peripheral area, then I have to work according to here. Means I can work according to my knowledge in this place also. And my husband also had same thinking. But we were having lots of restrictions in government setup because they were just working according to older modalities.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is a very good thing that you felt that, okay, my potential is not utilized and I'm not happy with what things like how patients are treated. So let me have my own setup and then I can run accordingly. I think it's very important for all the people to, if some people think about like whether going back to their hometown is good or not, or whether I should be in metro or somewhere else. So how do you feel, make that choice and you like easily you said that you felt comfortable in. And so that is a key point because people sometimes what happens like people are very they are comfortable with maybe say for example middle class because they have been upbringing in that, but they choose chose to target some upper class and upper middle class, and then they feel uncomfortable there. And so what we tell everybody in the academy itself, like your patient should be reflection of yourself, and then you will be more comfortable and you will give more results.
Yeah, different people have different preference. Some people, they just prefer metros. They want this facility, that facility. In our doctor community also, we see on the daily basis. Some say, oh, this is very small place. They this thing is not available. This thing is not available. But our priorities are different. And it was a good thing that me and my husband were on the same track, that we wanted at the end of the day, we should be at some peaceful place. We should be from this rush of cities and all that. Just want some peace.
Yes.
This was our main target. Means we want to work, but also we want to live. Our life should be peaceful, not in a hurry. Because I had lived, everybody who is a doctor had been to various places and everything, and they have lived metros and metro life and all that. They have experienced, and some place I was not comfortable regarding the rush the people they have. It is like my personal. It's not applicable for every people.
Pluses and minuses of both these places.
Correct.
And what your choice or what is your priority, that should be always kept on.
Yeah. Because when we are happy, then only we can work in a happy environment. If we are not happy from inside, then we can't work. We can't give a full potential. So this was the main thing, that we wanted some peaceful place to choose where we can settle and we can just have a peace of mind.
Yes, so it is always a personal choice. And only thing that no place is better than other place. You should not have herd mentality. You are in metro because of your classmates or colleagues are in metro. That should not be your answer. It should be on you. Like if you like metro, if you like competition, if you like kind of living fast life, then it is perfect for you. But if you like something like your inner calling is in your state or your city, then you should go back and fight it out, because everywhere, whether you are in metro, whether in small place, fight is always there.
Yeah, definitely.
But you have a comfort level with your people and
yes.
Yes.
That is like serving back motherland.
Yes, that is also the
coming back to your second leg, when you started your small setup and again you felt a glass ceiling. Okay, now we have reached a certain level. Now we want to increase. Again, that eagerness or inner fire of your entrepreneurship, then how did you made that jump from a small to bigger setup?
Yeah, as I told earlier, that we were like in a rush, that we just don't want to work here. We want means for like time being just a calm chill out type means for very temporary setup. We just started there. It was a rented building plus. So there are many limitations of a rented building. Means like water supply, electricity supply, everything, lifts, staircase. Means we are limited. We can't make so much expenditure for improving their buildings and everything. So that was also main point.
But initially it was good that at least you started.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Initially you started.
We were hoping that at least we were just like in a very initial stage. Nobody was knowing us in this place, and we were like, even if we could afford performing 3 or 4 operations in a month, then we would be able to increase expenses of this building. We were with that mentality that at least 4 or 5 operations. But gradually, when we saw that our number were increasing, patients were increasing, gradually we were like 30, 40, 60. Then we were like 60, 70 operations. So we reached a stage when we used to perform 60, 70 operations per month in that small building. So patient load was also increasing, and we were having patients from all the status, lower also, higher also. And we used to hear also so many things. Ma'am, your setup is so small, rooms are so small. So it like hurt me. These things hurt me to the core. Means I was like so frustrated. Means whenever anybody used to say, ma'am, your private room is so small. It's there's no space for us to sleep and all that. So these all things constantly hurt me, because because giving a quality care is a different thing, and giving a facilities is different thing. Means nice building and everything, that is a different altogether point. And giving a good quality means I knew my treatment was nice. I tried to do everything best from my side. Miss Mother is fine, baby is fine. But they also always had some issues. Ma'am, we have to use stairs, you are not having lifts and all that. So these things were constantly taunting me. I just want to improve. I just can't hear all these things. I am doing so much. I'm giving them so much nice care. And why I'm hearing all these things? So,
actually, your customers was saying that, ma'am, you become large, you become big.
Basically, it is good for a first stepping stone.
Yeah.
Grow it very fast.
Yeah. And I also face some issues. Then some people used to follow me whole 9 months, but just because of they planned their deliveries and operations at some other places, because we can't live in this room, ma'am. It was like this. So it was like very hurtful things for me that I
Correct.
have to get out of this area. Means I can't be doing
Two things are important. That first is you can start off small, but you should know when to do the transition.
Correct.
Yeah.
Take that call so easily.
Yes.
Yeah. See, we were not expecting earlier that what will be our response, how our hospital will be running, and whether we will be successful. People would like to come to us and all that. We had many confusions in the beginning, and yeah, gradually. But when we were nice with the patients and everything was fine, then again there was some issues that means regarding my clinical treatment, whatever I was doing. I was thinking that I am better at some other people, but just because some people are having nice buildings and
setups. Right. This thing, when you started thinking big and then you came in touch with us, and I just wanted to tell everybody here that Dr. Sushma is such a strong lady, one of the strongest decision maker and a strong lady in our community, where she takes all decision very, very fast. And then
the good thing is that her husband is trusting him completely.
Yeah.
He has given all the permissions,
yes,
you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. So she has taken all good decisions and very fast implementation also. At that moment, when you started thinking big and you came in touch with us, how did that change, and what was your trigger point to come in the community?
Yeah, when I just got to know about you guys, I was just in the beginning phase. We were just planning our map that time, and for that time also, for like architectural planning, we had contacted some nice hospital architects from Nagpur itself. We wanted because we had experienced so many things, so we wanted whatever we will plan, this will be fast and this will be the best. From in this our new setup, we should not be we will not compromise on anything.
Yes.
Because we will put our 100%, and whenever we put our 100%, then financial things are also on the same track. So
Correct.
it was like and I was in the very beginning stage. Me and both my husbands, we are from a totally non-medical family. Nobody from my side or my husband's side, nobody is doctor. We are only ones.
First generation medicals. Yeah.
So we were like totally unaware, means how we have to proceed in a very budding stage, that what will be the challenges that where we have to face. We were totally unaware of all these things. We just had in mind we will get a map done, we will take a loan and we will start. So it's not that easy. It's like very much different. At every step, there are so many challenges. At every step, we are not aware of all those things. So when I just always feel myself so lucky that during those initial hours only, I just got to know about you guys. Okay, there is something, some people are just working. So they are ready to help us doctors, because everyone in doctors community itself, there is a lot of jealousy. Everybody knows. Nobody is ready to help. Our seniors are also not so much ready to help. Nobody will give you good decisions. They will always try to misguide you and everything. There is a lack of information everywhere.
Yeah, and lack of transparency,
lack of trust.
Transparency also. They will know some things, but they will not let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes even they can misguide you.
They misguided us. Many people misguided us. So we were totally aware there is something like Doctorpreneur Academy. What is this? I just came across in Facebook and attended a small workshop yours. And when I just attended that workshop, then I was like I was totally amazed that wow, these people are like these are our actual concerns that we feel from inside. Points that you were addressing, problems and questions that you were answering, we are like, these are our main questions and these are very basic questions. The answers that you people were giving, like they were totally transparent and to the point, means no hera fairy and nothing, just straight to the point. That wow, there are some people who think about us and who think about solving our problems. And so I just started our conversations. I took your membership and I just discussed small points. And that time also I was not aware what I was about to face in my next steps.
So initially you just joined and then you were in that phase of transition from small to big. And then I just wanted to tell everybody, after coming into the academy, like watch all the videos and got to understand actually the basic understanding of how to go about transition phase. She was able to do it by herself only. And then she was very active, keep asking a lot of questions also. And that period was, I think, initially a lot of people just get diverted to their normal routine of 24/7. They are always busy because doctors are always busy, and then they do not find a time to for a self growth. But you were very, very passionate about that learning, focus about that learning, and you start doing it. And I think that gave you a better clarity that, okay, I need a better handholding experience from Doctorpreneur Academy, and that is how you approach us.
And let me tell you one thing, that she was actually asking a lot of questions. Basically, you should know how to utilize the resources that you have.
Yeah.
We have knowledge, but we don't know whether you want it or not. So wherever you're stuck, you always ask.
How was your initial, like, then you came and you wanted to have a complete handholding package with us. So how did you make decision, and what was going through in your mind at that moment?
At that moment, we were basically concerned that we were regarding our financial, whatever we just calculated, whatever will be expenses and all that. So I just thought that I will discuss about these points, and that I got a good guidance from you on those points regarding our how we will plan financially everything and all that. Then I also had my maps checked with you, whole architectural map according to the pH and everything. So that the initial steps I got to know. Then there were some obstructions that we were on a regular call basis, like weekly, as I remember, and whatever problems minor we were having, I just used to discuss. And there were some instances, definitely, that we were just planning ICU, and we were just haphazard that how we are going to manage, because I am a gynec and my husband is surgeon. Without ICU, this setup was not possible. So we were just conversation. I was telling that how I will manage my ICU. What is this thing? There are these things, like there are some things that we just have never heard of. These things like exist.
New avenues.
It's not like these things are new. These things are running from so long, but we don't know about.
You're not aware of. Yes, of course. One thing was that she joined like a one year handholding program with us initially. That program actually, like, it was designed so that you, from very initial to the project execution, you don't have to ask anybody else. So you have some people who can take care of everything else. When you have doubt, you can ask us. Whenever you want a partner who can help you, you can find a vendor. So you find a one window solution. And that time we were also not very sure how we were going to help you, but you took that decision and trusted us. And I think you can tell us like how much times of money that you have saved. Like if X is amount fees, then how much 10x and 20x value you got from that handholding?
Yeah, I think like it's like 10x almost. I can remember that I have totally saved after consulting with you at all steps that I had. Even after starting my setup, I was like, we were like in it's not that game ends when you start your setup. We went into depression because there was so much load from everywhere. We were about to take some very wrong decisions because we were in such a debt and everything, and we were like stressed, and we were just not at all aware that how we are going to clear all these things. And I just remember I had such a nice guidance from you. I will definitely always be grateful to God that I just discussed all these things, because I was about to commit the greatest mistake of my life. We were not able to clear all our financial debt, and we were planning to make someone board of directors and partners and all that. But I got a very nice advice from you that you have to be like meant, and you don't have to be affected by whatever people are asking. Just be cool and calm. Cool and calm, and every debt will be cleared within your 15-16 months. That advice, every point was so golden. I have felt whatever words you speak, I have felt those things. That it was exactly like that only. Whenever as months advanced and whatever like responses we got, we were with small things at a time, we were able to clear everything.
Every debt, yes. Just to give you a background to people, what happened was since you made big hospital, and it was a good investment at that moment of time, and people, all vendors payment was pending, and people were asking a lot of payment. And in hospital, it is not like on the day one you will start having cash flow. The cash flow happens after some time. Right. And to give that money back, ma'am and sir was thinking of taking somebody as a partner and investing some amount of money, and almost 10% equity you are thinking of giving it to that person, and then take some money and give it to the vendors. And then we were talking, and we were told that okay, please do not go about that. In 6 months, you will clear all debts.
Yeah.
And whatever your vendor are who are asking money, just tell them that be with us. You already trusted us, trust us for next 6 months. And they also knew that you will be able to pay you back. And you just followed advice, ask them to wait for some moment of some period of time. And then cash flow started in 6 months and you start giving back. So that moment, if you took that decision of 10% equity in your life, it was
we would have regretted for
it was not only your hospital, it was 10% of your life.
Definitely, because we have seen all those partners, so much of chaos. They're not able to take any decision because we are free now. We are free to take any decisions. We can do everything according to whatever we need, whatever we feel. Because once, if we had made a partner that time, then I don't know what
would be very difficult. Yeah.
And whatever debts and all that, they have just gone gradually. Now it's not a big issue for us. Means touch wood, by God's grace, everything is, we are in a better place now. And I always feel that if I wouldn't have taken that advice at that time, then I don't know what would be had been scenarios and all that. So
it would be stormy time and little difficult time.
Yeah, these all things seem very small, but stress and all that we had to feel, that was immense. Means taking so much load is not possible for a single person or two persons.
I appreciate your two things. First is that you took a quick decision when it came to joining us. And then you also showed your patience and perseverance when people are asking for money, and you took a very conscious call.
Yeah, so means we were not able to think that how we are going to, means we thought that we would never be able to come out of all these debts because other people, just like we said, other people, they always used to misguide. You have opened such a big hospital, now see what will happen, ab dekhna kya hoga, ab tumhare sath kya hoga, khol to liye ho, matlab
चलाओगे कैसे?
पर होता क्या है कि वो लोग जो एडवाइस देते हैं उन्होंने कभी अपना हॉस्पिटल चलाया नहीं होता.
Means recently one big hospital was opened and they were in a lot of debts. They were not able to clear their EMIs. They constantly used to demoralize us. You don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you are getting into. You see what will happen. You will not be able to pay your EMIs and everything. So it was like very frightening. So we were terrified to what will happen. But
that is where the role of mentors come. A lot of people think that, okay, I want people who is working with me, okay, who is coming into hospital or mere saath help kar rahe hain execution mein. But experience and people can see that one piece of advice at that moment can change in everything. All because your mindset is attached to something, like you get a lot of negativity from around yourself, but there is some community where you are getting good vibes. One is that then the advice you got in not only this scenario, there are a lot of scenarios which we have not discussed, like ICU, and before that architect also, a lot of things happen. So if you get a right advice, transparent, unbiased, trustful at right moment, then everything else like take its own course, and you are able to do that. I'm very happy.
You should not make all your mistakes and then learn.
Yeah, because most thing is that when everything is fine, everything is good, everything is running fine, then we are like able to take decisions, good decisions. So it's every time the scenario will not be like this. Adversity will come, bad situations will come that we are not at all aware. And this decision-making power during adverse conditions is the main point. During adverse conditions, when everything is happy, then everybody will be nice. Then there is no problem. But life is not like that. There are always ups and downs, and we have to face all adverse conditions. It's not that in future we will not have to face. There will some other type of adversity will come in next time, I know. But
advantage is like what we are talking to 10 doctors or 15 doctors on daily basis. So we have seen bad situations also, good situations also. We have seen the whole like both sides of the coin. When we see anybody who is going in the wrong direction, we understood that okay, this is how it is going to happen. So we let us stop him or her. And that we have seen some people in our community have 15 partners and they are in like very bad situation. Some people have cases, some people are doing some people have personal loans. So it was complete mess. And from that kind of experience, we can tell you that please do not go for that partnership because your vibes or your vibrations, your mindset is not matching with these people. So having partnership is good, but finding a right partner is difficult. And you have not made a decision on consciously, logically, based on common values. No, it was just a need of ours. And then when that needs goes away, then that partner become a liability on your head.
Yeah, definitely.
That for that 10%, you will be working for him.
Yeah. And one more thing I just want to say, some things I want to say from my side only, because I was so many times, I just can't remember. There are many incidents. But just in general, I just want to say, whenever I was in a panicky mode, then I just used to call you people, and whatever each and every words and sentences that you told me, they were like, wow, how he could know so much. Means I didn't knew. Means answers, before I asked my questions, I felt that answers were already with you. Means you did, and I was just cool and calm at that time only. I just couldn't imagine how it was like a very different experience for me. That whatever main concern means, you were able to solve main concerns that nobody understands anywhere. I just think.
Yeah. What I can tell you is that we have seen people in different stages.
Yeah.
That is how we can predict, okay, if you will take such decision, then you will fall in this area, or you will go this trajectory down the line.
And
so we can tell you correct view and correct position of the market, as well as the trajectory of a young budding doctor who is making a panicky decision can be detrimental sometimes.
And see, all things boils down to intention. Your intention was good, our intention was transparent and pure, and that is why we connected. So as we said, vibes attract tribes, right? So we all of us, all community members, I think we have a similar background or similar kind of thing or thinking, people who connect with us. And I can see that what kind of passionate people you are so pure, transparent, and we can help you in whatever capacity we can. So we have made a lot of calls on your behalf to, maybe it could be ICU player, it could be like digital marketing, HIMS. So a lot of things. So I made a lot of calls on your behalf, so that because you are doing such a great hospital or great setup in a small city, through you, we are actually getting blessings of millions of people who are actually getting treated. You're impacting millions of lives, and through you, we are also getting those blessings in direct way. So we also feel a part of your setup, or part of your life that you are doing, and kind of work you are doing. So I think whole thing boils down to intention, and you guys are doing like you have such a pure intention of serving people. We just want to be a platform where you can flourish like our flower. So what is your advice for a budding gynecologist who wants to start a clinic in your small setup, and how to do the IVF, how to do the IVF?
The main general advice I just would like to say, just to follow your heart, whatever you feel from inside, just go with it, because that are always best decisions, whatever you are comfortable with, at what level, what expansion you are able to manage and everything, because at the end, your happiness and your peace is all that matters. Right. So it's not that everybody should aim high, everybody should not aim anything. If you're set, some people like to go that way on. So whatever your heart says, just follow it, whatever you and way you want to follow. So God will show you opportunities, whatever in your way. If you're having any problem and you just are very genuine and about it, then God will ultimately show you how you have to solve each and every problems. And I just faced all these things. So I can say whatever this thing was not that much planned, but eventually things happened. Whatever we needed, we felt, then we had some problems, we got the solutions. And ultimately, whatever right place, I think we are at a good place. Right now also, we are going through so much difficulties. It's not easy to manage everything. But we are just waiting at it. Eventually, within a year or two, we are giving just time that eventually things will settle in a bit.
ये सब easy होता तो सब लोग नहीं कर लेते.
It's very difficult. I'm not able to. I just want to attend so many calls and everything. I'm just so much fascinated about this AI and everything, whatever you are taking. But I'm just not. I just try whenever, like at the midnight, 1 to 2 a.m. I just look some videos regarding AI, and I just also want to share that recently I just utilized all these things. I had to be in some meetings that I was as a speaker in some our IMA meetings and all that, and I didn't have time. So I used that AI ChatGPT, and I got such a nice script. So I was so happy. Like I didn't had any time, and within 1 minute I just typed everything, and I got a nice script, and I was just able to go and speak.
Did you follow the video? Did you follow that calls video? Okay. Good.
Yeah. I just whenever I'm not able to follow them live sessions and all that, but whenever
that's okay. But recording, at least you have recordings.
I saw your recordings, and I'm so much fascinated about this AI thing. Means I would like to learn more and more. So
You will grow bigger, the problems will be bigger. But you will get the capacity to fight out.
yeah, we always need to be updated about what all things are coming. It's not the end of everything. New things will keep coming up. So just want that I should learn these AI things as quick as possible.
Yeah, that is where I think academy also come into picture, because we know that doctors are busy 24/7 fighting. So we come as an intervention. Okay, stop. This is also new thing which is coming. You should go and check it out. So at least even if you're not fully, at least you are become aware of those things and you start taking it consciously. And when you get that packet size, chocolate size information direct to the point, so that you don't you don't have to struggle in the universe of information. That is where our role come. And otherwise, you all our doctors are so smart. You can go and use it for yourself. But our main objective is to stop you. Okay, stay here and see that what the world is for half an hour, 1 hour, and then again go back to your world. So I hope we are able to give that kind of solution for you, so where you can get one window solution for everything which you require. And the role of community is also very good. I think a lot of people have taken your advice also. Like whenever there is some gynae doctor, I always advise to contact you, whether IVF or even ICU things. So I always advise, okay, Dr. Sushma has done it, please ask. And you have always helped them also. So
one thing you can lead the gynae community in our tribes.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have also made some good friends inside academy also.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Whenever we have problems, we just discuss
within yourself. Yes.
Like
that's very open. We encourage
ourselves
only collaboration, and we encourage one-to-one conversation. You can get in touch, because a lot of healthcare problems are localized in nature. We do not have much say, but then you can find good people in the community, in your locality, in your state, and then you can talk with them about problems. So so that is where good. So good.
Fantastic talk to you.
Yeah.
And maybe beginning, just warming up. A lot of successful things to happen. And
sir.
There are
many more to come. We believe that it is just a start, and the kind of work you are doing, a lot of people will come and join you, and slowly you become a big family, and you can venture out to the cities, you can make change. And there are a lot of other options which will keep telling you that, okay, now you can entry and now you can exit also. So there are exit option also. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने एक बार बना लिया, now you have to do it for your lifetime. More time chala gaya. There could be a possibility that some big hospital chain is coming and acquiring, and you are getting a good return of your investment. So if that's a possibility, we will always tell you that in advance, this is what is coming.
So you are not only creating an asset also.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Credit goes.
Its credits is yours. We are just
a guide. It is all yours, but maybe have the credit of the push.
We are catalyst in your.
Push is the only thing that matters, because everybody thinks, but to those who get those push, they are only able to come to the finish line actually.
So true. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us time. And below with this video, there is a description of ma'am's hospital link and website. You can go through it. If you want to contact ma'am. Join this mission of empowering doctors to become independent entrepreneurs and help us to bring this. So join us in this journey. The link of it is given below the video.
Gratefulness for this community, to be a part of this community, and I will always just want that I should be associated with you people, because I know problems will keep coming, and solutions. My 1.1 solution is only you guys. So I was always grateful to be associated with you people.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Really proud of you, and keep doing a good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.